Hi again, and welcome back to video 2. On video 2, you'll notice what I have listed behind us is a pyramid. Now, this is really unique. Most high school teachers and middle school use the top two concepts. They lecture and the kids read. You'll notice that the average retention is about 5 to 10%. Every now and then they dip down to audiovisual, demonstration, discussion groups. We've got to go all the way down to the bottom where we teach others. Most elementary school teachers use the whole thing, except they probably don't get the bottom rung very often. But you've got to do all of that. Here's how that works. Here's the logic behind it. When you went to college to become a teacher, you learned an awful lot of information, but you really didn't learn about it or how to do it until you taught somebody. When you taught your class for a couple of years, you knew it. Same thing holds true in your classroom. If your students are given assignments that they have to create a project-based learning, and they come in and teach, they're going to know it. There's no question in your mind. And you could do this at all levels. Here's a good example for project-based learning. Kindergarten, buy candy bars for all your kids, and then show them how to do nickel, dimes, and quarters. They're going to remember that. If they get it right, they're able to purchase a candy bar with the fake nickels, dimes, and quarters that you're working through. The next slide shows us the difference between 20th century and 21st century education. You'll notice on the left it says lecture. Most people just stand up there and lecture. You can't do that. You want to become a facilitator. Once you've become a facilitator in your classroom, it's going to be good. Do you have to lecture sometimes? Yes, you do. On the college level, I lecture, but I'm also a facilitator more often than not. It makes my program, I believe, a lot more interesting for my students. Students listen in the classroom and perform exercises or examples at home. Nice idea. Don't want to do that all the time. You want the students to listen, but also come to class with examples and show the other students and teach. There's a lot of different things here that you can see listed. I'm going to go on, and I've provided for you a PDF file that you can download that will allow you to print that out and understand more what's going on. The next slide. In the center, I have the 21st century pedagogy. At the top, you'll notice we have technological information media. Try to use all the technology you can. Thinking skills. You want to develop critical thinking skills in your classroom. Transparency. Try to make everything as transparent as possible with technology. Problem solving. The kids need to know problem solving. Project-based learning, as I said before. You can use that at all grade levels. Collaboration. When I was a kid in high school, we would collaborate. By collaboration, I mean now people work together. When I was in high school, it was called cheating. Interdisciplinary. Try to work everything into your classroom for math, science, social studies, language arts. And contextuality, make everything relative. Try to do all this, making it all work together. In college, I had a professor who made us memorize the most predominant people in the typing field, what college they attended, and what they donated to the area in typing. I memorized that. And then at the end of the class, I got rid of it because it was worthless information. Within the 21st century classroom, learning takes place through real-world examples. There's examples all around us that you can incorporate in your classroom. Learning must be relevant, engaging, and meaningful to students. If it's not meaningful, if you don't have the Velcro, they're not going to learn. Well, they might memorize it for a short period of time, but when your class is done, it's gone. Learning must expand beyond the classroom walls. Very important. And there needs to be global awareness. You can do this. For example, work into your classroom the problem we have in the Gulf with the oil crisis. You can do that in many different ways. Micro, macroeconomics. There's a lot of different things you can do with that. Making all the students aware of what's going on. That concludes our second video. And in a few seconds, hopefully you'll stay tuned, we'll go to video number 3. Thank you.